Well, hey guys, welcome back to the shop for another quick tip from the RHWoodshop.
Hey, I'm Jay from Jay's Custom Creations, and I'm a boomer.
Boom! Now, if you've been watching my show a while, you're familiar with this cabinet setup that I've got in front of me. This is my Kreg Jig cabinet with optional storage. Now, I made this to be able to house my Kreg Jig itself. That will make it not only versatile, but also removable if I cannot take this to the workpiece itself. Now, one of the problems that people encounter with Kreg Jigs is trying to find the appropriate measurement to set up the jig. And there are indicators on this jig, but they're very, very difficult to see. And if you're in lighting that I used to have, it makes it that much worse to try and locate them. Well, I'm going to show you a quick hack that you can highlight on these jigs just by using simple nail polish remover and white nail polish and a little bit of alcohol. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Nail polish on a tool? You know, let's keep the girly factor out of the shop for just a little bit. But hey, I have used this technique on something very similar. My handgun, as a matter of fact. I actually have a Kimber that has writing right here on the slide on both sides. And I have used the fingernail polish technique on that particular engraving to make it stand out because it didn't have anything prior to that. So we're going to apply the same techniques that I used on my handgun to the Kreg Jig and highlight all of those engravings that are on that plastic. Now, the first thing you want to do to start is to take some alcohol and just rub it over the surface just to make sure that it is nice and clean and you'll get good adhesion on your fingernail polish. Next, I'm just going to take some of my wife's fine nail polish here. Make sure that this is not lacquer, just plain nail polish, or you can get the fast drying nail polish. The cool thing about the nail polish is that you can paint right up inside those grooves and not leave a whole bunch of excess, but you want to make sure that those grooves are filled. Now I'm just going to take some non-acetone nail polish remover and lightly swiping the surface, remove the excess, leaving what's in the grooves. Now the last thing I want to do, now I don't know if this will remove it all, I'm just going to give it a try, but I've got some 220 grit sandpaper here that I'm going to try and remove any of the white haze that might still be left on the plastic. Metal doesn't do this. Now I'm just going to use the same technique on the base. Now with the markings on the jig, I can quickly set up the jig just by looking at the highlighted markings on both the base as well as the side. Set up my workpiece, drill it out, and I'm good to go. This is just a simple hack that you can do on your own Kreg Jig to make it that much more user-friendly for you. Now, if you're into saving time like I am, you might want to take a look at this little joker. Worx sent me this 20-volt Switchdriver drill. And with the simple flick of a trigger above the normal trigger, you can switch two different chucked bits or screwdriver bits to make your life that much easier. That way you don't have to go hunting for different size bits. You put in your pre-drill bit, and then you put in your normal bit. All you have to do is chuck up the bit, drill out your pilot hole, flip it around, and drive in your screw. It's that simple. So if you're interested in something like this, I urge you to check out Worx. I'll leave a link down in the description below. Well guys, that just about does it for me here in the RHWoodshop. I hope you enjoyed the quick tip that I gave you for your Kreg Jig to make it that much easier for you to use in low light, no light, or bright light like I've got. So thanks a lot guys. Be sure and leave me any comments, tips, or suggestions down below in the comments or on my website. I'll be happy to answer them. So take care, be safe in your shops, and I'll see you on the next build. Boom! Now, if you've been watching my show for a little while, you're familiar with this jig. This is my Kreg, see, I don't even know what it is.